So, good morning, students. I hope all of you safe at your homes. So, welcome to the power electronics subject. So, this is Jagdish Kumar, Dr. B. Jagdish Kumar, Associate Professor in Electrical Department. So, I will going to deal the small introduction about the power electronics subject, which I was going to deal in this semester. So, this is the small introduction about the power electronics subject syllabus. What are the different contents in the syllabus and course objective, course outcomes, teaching schedule, followed by assessment and assignments, minor examination and mid-examination pattern, and followed by the textbooks and reference books. So this is the syllabus for the power electronics I am going to deal with in this semester. So before going to the power electronics subject, before venturing to the power electronics subject, so there is a basic knowledge is required in electrical circuits, which are already studied in the earlier semesters, and control systems and electronic device, that is analog electronics, is required, and also followed by some mathematical equations and knowledge is required, and mathematical equation of differential equation, integral differential equations, and Fourier series. So coming to the unit 1, so this is unit 1. It is a total 9 sessions. So in these sessions I am going to deal with the Cat 6 of power semiconductor devices like power diode, silicon control rectifier, gate turn-off thyristors, MOSFETs, IGBT, insulated gate, bipolar transistor, and their characteristics. In addition to that, I'm also going to deal with some industrial application devices, diac, triac, silicon carbide, gallium nitride devices. They followed by the silicon control rectifier, the two transistor analogy of SCR, gate triggering circuits, and how to turn on the SCR with the help of the triggering circuits, and also the protection of SCR against the over voltage and over currents, and also how to protect the SCR from the high voltage and high current transients. So coming to the unit 2 is also the 9 lectures. In this unit, the phase control rectifiers, which is converting the fixed AC to variable DC, which is used for the best example for the control of DC motor. So in this phase control rectifier, we'll be going to deal with the single phase and 3 phase fully controlled rectifiers, half wave, full wave, and semi-control rectifier with resistive, inductive load, and motor loads. And also I want to find the quality of AC and supply side and quality of DC on the source side. So there is some factors are required. So those also I am going to deal is the distortion factor and power factor calculations. So in addition to that, and second unit we're going to deal with the effect of source inductance on the rectifiers and also the dual converters. I want to operate the rectifier in the 4 quadrants. And coming to the third unit, so there is a force commutation technique of SCR. So in this force commutation of TechCare, how to turn off the SCR when input is DC and output is AC, and followed by the choppers, which is converting to the fixed DC to variable DC. So in this I am going to deal with the step up and step down choppers, the classifications of choppers, and DC to DC convert without electrical isolation. There is a classification buck boost convert in continuous conduction mode only. And another topic in this third unit is the inverters, which is converting to the fixed DC to variable AC, which is used for the control of AC motors like induction motor and synchronous motors. So in this inverters, I will going to deal with the voltage source inverter and current source inverter. In voltage source inverter, I have the single phase and 3 phase bridge inverters. In 3 phase bridge inverter, there is a 2 types of mode, 180 degrees mode and 120 degrees conduction mode. And followed by the brief introduction to the sinusoidal pulse width modulation of single phase and 3 phase voltage source inverter. So next, coming to the final unit, unit 3, unit 4 is also consisting of the 9 lectures. So in these 3 major topics in AC voltage controllers, the function of AC voltage control which is converting the fixed AC to variable AC, only the magnitude is used for the control of single phase induction motors, and followed by the single phase cycloconverter, which is used for converting fixed frequency to variable frequency, and also is used for control of induction motor, control of synchronous motor, and aerospace applications for the low power applications. And the final topic in the unit 4 is the application of the power electronics converter in industrial applications. For different types of the applications we will going to discuss here. Battery charger, uninterruptible power supply, and switch mode power supply. In the switch mode power supply, there is 3 flavors: the forward, flyback, and push-pull converter. So these are the course learning objectives. The why the student will develop the student knowledge in And the learning objective 1 is the power semiconductor device and what are the turn-on methods of SCR and production of SCR. So the second objective will develop the student knowledge in the operation and performance of control rectifier. The third objective of this power electronics subject, the student will develop the knowledge in forced commutation techniques of SCR and operation and performance of inverters and choppers. And fourth objective for the power electronics subject, the student will develop the knowledge in operation of AC voltage controller and cycloconverter and power electronics application industry. And these are course outcomes. After completion of this course, the student will be able to learn the power semiconductor switching device for a given application, to what type of the device and choose for based on these characteristics, and also which type of the commutation is used, and snubber circuits for production of SCRs. So this is the first outcome the student will able to learn. The second outcome of the subject is the student will able to learn the analyzing the performance of single phase and three phase control rectifiers with the different types of the loads, and also the effect of source inductance and dual converters. And third outcome is the student will be able to learn after completion of this course analyze the voltage and current source in circuits, buck boost, and DC to DC converters. And the another outcome after completion of this course, the student will able to learn describe the operating principle of single phase AC voltage controller, and also the single phase to single phase cycloconverter, and finally there is application of the power electronics converter industrial or domestic applications. So this is a teaching schedule for the unit 1. So each unit is divided into the 9 sessions or 9 lectures. Each session has a 1 hour. So each session there is objective and is followed by the outcome. So like that, I can split into the 9 sessions for each unit. So every 3 lectures there is a formation of the I will upload the one assignment. The assignment is consisting of 3 multiple choice questions, 2 short answer questions and 1 numerical problem. So the starting of the week 1, I will upload the assignment 1 after completion of this week, and starting of the second week the student will able to submit the assignment in the CMS within 1 or 2 days. I will upload the marks also, such that and each the unit is consisting of 3 assignments. And coming to the unit 2 is also again split into the divide into 9 sessions or 9 lectures. Each lecture has the objective and its outcome. Like there is and second unit is also consisting of the 3 assignments. The third unit is also divided into the 9 sessions and 9 lectures. Each session has the 1 hour. For each session have the objective and is the outcome. So at the end of the starting of the every week I will upload the assignment, and after the ending of the week the student will submit the assignments in the CMS. And like there is a unit 4 is also the split into the 9 sessions, and each session have the objective and is a outcome. So if it is within these 3 weeks the portion is not cover, any content is not cover, so I will I will prepare the separate 2 or 3 videos. I will post in the WhatsApp group also. So this assessment for the minor examination, assignments and mid examination. So end of each lectures I posted the one multiple choice question and short answer question problem, and each unit is consisting of 3 assignments. Every 3 sessions there is a 1 assignment. A total 9 lecture for each unit, and assignment to be uploaded on every Sunday for the topics to be covered for the coming week. Suppose I'm Monday onwards I'm starting the new lecture, and before that I will submit the assignment, and student also submit the assignment for every week after completion of the 3 sessions. The assignment marks to be uploaded in the CMS for every week. So after completion of the unit 1 there is a 1 minor examination 1, and after completion of the unit 3 the minor examination 2 be conducted. And similarly is after completion of the unit 1 and 2, so there is a minor examination 1. After completion of the unit 3 and 4 there is a minor examination 2 is conducted. So this online mode teaching tool is the Google Meet. I request all the students to install the Google Meet your laptop or the mobile phones. So these are the textbooks. These are major textbooks for the power electronics by P.S. Bimra and Khanna Publishers. And these are the reference books. The power electronics by M.D. Singh and K.B. Kanchandani, Tata McGraw Hill, Education. And it's another textbook reference books for the power electronics circuits, device and applications by M.H. Rashid, PS and Education. And another reference books is the power electronics by P.C. Sen, the Tata McGraw Education. And as another reference book is the power electronics converters, applications and design by Ned Mohan, the John Wiley and Sons. So these are the reference books, and this is the main textbook. I request the student is purchase the textbook, the main textbook, the power electronics by P.S. Pimbra. So thank you for students. If you have any doubts during the lectures, please interrupt to me at any point of time. Otherwise, to drop a message to my mail ID or WhatsApp group, or to call to me. So my mail ID and phone number it's already mentioned in the teaching schedule which I was uploaded in the CMS. Thank you for all. Stay safe, stay home, and stay healthy.